Hey, this is Magnar, and welcome back to Magnar Plays Magnar Mod. In the last episode, the last two episodes really, we took these two Iberian cities, one from the Lusitani and one from, what's this guy's, the Galeci, and have really almost got half of Iberia now, well, land-wise, but not region-wise. And the next step is to push onwards into the Lusitani regions and finally control everything that's not owned by Carthage and their colonies, which would be these last three, which will be coming afterwards. So let's go start off and convert the buildings that we've just taken to get some copper now into the our culture. I'm just going to do the ones there first, and then anything else. Well, this is going to be a whole food producing kind of area I'm going to go for, so I'll actually convert this to the fishmongers building, and I'll just leave the armies there a bit. They took a fair few casualties. Look, 80 men here, 55, 111, so quite heavy casualties for both armies. Not that heavy, but heavy enough to need them to recover. And I'll send the little spy here, Scapula, our trusty spy, down south to kind of keep an eye on these two Lusitani settlements and just check out what their movements are. Also, we'll need to deal with these last two Galeci fleets sometime soon. Okay, I've also gained a few experience levels with my generals, so I'm going to start off and just for my army, and I think the other one's for the general as well. And I'll just get some bonuses here. So let's say melee attack, damage, defense. What's this one going to give? Net. Okay, morale in foreign territory sounds good. Yeah, I'll go with that. Morale in foreign territory. I think that's a good way to go. And over here, this guy hasn't got anything, has he? Did he get a level? Yep, he got a level as well. Who got it? Okay, the general got the level. Okay, so what's he going to be? He's also going to be an attacking army, so again I'm going to give him the skilled tactician to get the second win ability, and then I will go with melee defense so I can hold the line. That's a good way to go first, I think. I'm now earning quite a bit of cash because I fixed that. I fixed the resources bug, which was not putting all the resources available in the mod. So that's fixed. So now the income is significantly higher and should make a big difference to campaigns. Okay, I think I'm going into nope. There's always someone you're going to forget. Who's that? Ah, the fleet's got experience. Minus 20% upkeep for all ships. That sounds awesome. Okay, yep. I'm definitely going that one. Okay, and he's also going to be a naval unit, so that's got a boat on it. Let's go that one. No other reason. Increased ammunition sounds good. Okay, increased ammunition as well, because that way he can artillery ships and all that, slingers and skirmishers on the ships. Missiles are really important, so I'll go with that. Alright. Now I can just end the turn. Once I've taken Iberia, I'm going to go straight for North Africa and finish off Carthage. They're a puny little faction. Not Punic, puny, because they've just been destroyed by Syracuse and whoever else. Yeah, so I can just go finish them off pretty quickly. Them and their allies. Don't expect much resistance. Currently planning out a overhaul of the resources as well that you might be interested in. We're expanding the number of resources and the consumption of resources so that your trade agreements actually are worth a lot more. And that resources will They'll work a little bit different to what they work at the moment, so it should be interesting to see how that all unfolds with testing and whatnot. Okay, now I can convert the rest of the buildings here. Destroy this one actually, I don't want to have that. Turn that into a religious building, I think. Okay, and what do we got here? I need lots of happiness, please. Lots of happiness here as well. Just to get control of the region. Lots of happiness is good. Okay, now I got this guy with his minus reduction to shipbuilding costs. I can actually build a bigger fleet as well. This fleet's going to rule the waves. And I guess my income is so high because I only have really 2.5 stacks for all that land, which is really not much of an army for the amount of land that I've got. But anyway, I like to be able to develop my provinces. I may even try to see if Massalia, even though they've got two regions, so they're kind of established. I might see if they want to be my client state. That could be interesting. Nova Carthago? No, I'm going to attack you soon. Yeah, so a little bit more about what we're trying to do for resources is in this game at the moment you just have resources assigned to each province or each region. Where you can only... Oh, hang on. Oh, I finished an objective. Okay, what was that? Oh, 60 men. Okay. Yeah, I guess. What's the next one? Control 25 settlements by direct ownership or through client states. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus client state, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 17, so I need to get 8 more for that. Again, I'm just going to let it hang in the background. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, so at the moment you got regions can build certain resources. Yeah, good. We're looking at adding resource tree where you can have primary resources attached to provinces and then secondary resources, attached to regions, and secondary resources built by buildings which require the primary resource to build. And that's kind of the way we're looking at the moment. Okay, let's go training reforms maybe? No, I need to build more structures, so what can I get here with building? Not that. Archives, not philosophy. Let's go here, construction. Yeah, so we're looking at making the resources work very differently. We're also probably looking at varying the amount produced by different regions, so that Egypt would be really great at producing grain, where other places might be not so great but could still have an export. So certain regions will have greater production of certain resources, things like that. And this will of course flow into our building overhaul, which we're also working on. Okay, I got another spy here who I'm going to send down to the other way. Actually, I'm going to get her to kill. Or maybe even convert this guy. What do we got? 792. That's really not a high chance. But it's more than 156. Okay, manipulation, coercion. That's not very nice. Come on. I don't know what to do with this money. There's just 19,000. How am I going to spend 19,000? It's a little excessive. I can build that up, I guess. Well, that was 5,000. That's so expensive. Okay. Fishmongers. Another 5 grand if I put that on. What about here? Yeah, his sounds good. Okay, and these ones as well. No, I'm going to upgrade the here, the one with iron in it. More trade goods is always good. I actually did some tests to see how trade goods work, and because there's nothing really I could find to figure it out, so I did a bunch of tests last night, and essentially you can trade up. The amount you can trade with each faction is determined by the number of regions they have. So at the start of the game, when you're Rome and you start with Syracuse, you're trading with Syracuse only 3 units, because Syracuse 3 units of each good that you trade. Syracuse only has 1 region at the start, so that's kind of how it works. And then the more regions that a faction has, the more trade goods you can trade with them. And so that's kind of the only, if you, there's no point to having 20 trade goods at the start when you only have 1 trade agreement with a small faction. You just can't utilize it. You're only getting the money for selling 3 of those goods. Okay, we've got an invasion force. Excellent. This army is pretty much destroyed, so I'm just going to go and automate that. Look at that, that's terribly not worth fighting. That's 5 to 1. If I do a night attack, it's probably even greater odds in my favor. So I'm just going to automate that battle. There's no point to fighting that, like I said. And I'm kind of getting to the stage where I want to start getting some slaves. Why not? It's we've got to be more Roman. Okay, still raking in plenty of cash now. I'm going to have to tweak this a bit more, I think. With for the next episode, I'll tweak the corruption so that this income is way too high at the moment, I think. Even though I don't have many armies for the land I've got, it's still probably higher than I'd like it. Okay, so some more religious buildings. And what's happening over here? Fishmonger. I can still spend all the money, and the money is still needed because buildings get really expensive, but still. Equalization. This army, I think, can start heading down south to attack the Lusitani further. Could maybe get a nice siege battle here at Iberia. That would be good. So I'm going to start moving them down. 1 turn to there. Spring. Summer we'll get to. Where can I get to in summer? Summer. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to attack that. So spring is now, summer, autumn, and then I have to attack them in winter. So I'm going to just chill out on the bridge for until next year, and then I will move onward. Let's put the Scapula into a passive stance. And this army could probably soon do the same thing if it wasn't for the Lusitania fleet there, lurking. Yeah, why would they do that? Why would they go into the deep ocean where there's no way they need to go? Okay. Again, I'm just going to auto-resolve this naval battle here. Doesn't really seem any point to fighting it. And I don't want a non-aggression with you, no, thank you. Okay, an increase in level. Okay, mission issued, capture Iberia. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's the plan. Okay, let's level this guy up. Even better stuff. Even further reduced recruitment costs. One thing which is significantly overpowered is the ability to recruit these units with +3 experience ranks. I'm going to have to reduce that at a later date, because it's just too much at the moment. Okay, give this guy something else. Capable bureaucrat maybe. Or Logistician. Maybe that works. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, starting with +3 experience ranks is quite significant in this mod. I haven't actually touched those kind of things yet because it's all talents, traits, and toadies mod, and don't really want to get into that kind of stuff until we overhaul it ourselves. So I'm just going to leave it until then. So it'll be unbalanced until that time. Okay, let's just attack them until they run away. Okay. Oh, I can build again. That's all. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if Massalia wanted to be my client state. That's right, forgot about that. Do you want to be my client state? No. What if I give you money? All my money for client state. No. What if I join war against no one? What if I give you military access? No. I guess I might have to go up through the mountains to get into Gaul then. I don't really want to break the trade agreement with Massalia. That's in a long time. That's still a long way to go before I have to do that. Now, Spy Lady, you can also come down south. I'll probably attack one of these units here rather than attacking the city itself. That way I can have a nice open field battle. Oh, unless they come and try to attack me beforehand, that is. Actually, even better. This next turn I'm going to attack these units here when they're fortified, and then I can retreat for the winter into my own territory and kind of replenish a little bit. That sounds like a good plan. Okay, so before I do that, let's do just one last checks on buildings and such. What have we got? That's fine. Could build, yeah, I'll build that up further. More fish. Why not have more fish? More fish is good. And that's pretty much everything. Okay. It's battle time. Okay, there's 3 armies there. This should be a nice battle. Alright, so I'm going to fight this battle in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.